Greetings and welcome to episode 154 of my Empire Total War Darth Mod USA campaign. Before we begin, my friends, I'd like to apologise for the lateness of this particular episode. The time it's taken for me to upload it to the channel. As you can probably imagine, things in the world anyway are a little bit crazy, but with lockdowns who have been lifted, work has really taken off. It's been absolutely crazy here, it really has. So I do apologise for the length of time it's taken. I hope you can understand, my friends. I thank all of you for your wonderful advice, your comments, your very kind words as well. They do really mean a lot. We've got some wonderful advice here, particularly on the Persians, who are, as you can see here, becoming a bit of a menace. And they've started to really sort of crank up the pressure now. It looks like they're going to try to drive us from the Middle East, capture it, a foothold here. We can't have the Persians here in the Middle East at all. It'll threaten our Ankara holdings, potentially even in the Balkans as well, because it's only a sort of a small trip, but a trip across the Mediterranean into the Balkans would give us a lot of trouble, particularly since the majority of our military is in the east against Russia, and in the west waiting for that war against Spain, which just seems to be this sort of false war, as it were, for a long time. But I think that's going to be coming very soon. So as you can imagine, my friends, we've got a huge amount as you can just see up here as well, just up here in the north. Look at this. They're starting to raid now our different sort of because we have sort of a holding here just near to the Georgian border here, but the Persians are really starting our infrastructure here. We do have a good swathe here of army groups here ready to strike. Well, now we've got that peace deal with the Ottomans, has pulled them back away from our land. These can be now freed up around from Ankara. It's also been a wonderful advice from the council saying that we should move the forces that were initially going to be moved against Venice, move them and use them and bring them to the Middle East. We have definitely neglected the Middle East as a whole. We've sort of conquered the Middle East and then we sort of just pushed it to one side and forgotten about it. That is my fault entirely, my friends, because we thought it was secure. We thought we could hold the Persians, or the Persians wouldn't have the strength and maybe the strength in depth to be able to launch the assault it has. And that has been a real miscalculation on my part, because quite clearly they do have the forces. Now, granted, these aren't of the caliber, the quality of our men, but these Lancers can do a lot. Look at the charge bonus on those, pretty formidable. But when you look at the sort of melee defence here, it's pretty much counteracted by the cuirassiers here, but we're still going to have a fight here. Particularly they're able to bring, always, the Persians and the Ottomans are experts at cannon making, expert marksmen as well with the cannons. Their musketeers do leave a lot to be desired in terms of perhaps the quality of the marksmanship, but the sheer quantity of them is vast. So you can see they're bringing nearly 5,000 or 4,500 men to this, as opposed to our 3,000. So you can see that, but the quality, look at we've got veterans here. Also, we're behind depth. We don't have a full defensive wall here. Again, my fault for not bringing that into full fruition, but we do have defences at least, and we've also got a small sort of force on the outskirts here, just past the border here, that is ready to also move in with 3 cuirassiers, which will probably come in useful considering the sheer amount of lancers they've got here. But I think, my friends, with a fair wind, we should be okay. And of course, there's that reserve force there, just next to the city here. We were looking to produce another army here from Damascus, but of course, once again, I neglected it, and it's just sort of fallen by the wayside. That will not happen again. We're starting to see the sort of the siege start to wear down on the defence, just a fraction, not too much. But we're going to take this fight here, my friends. Let's remove this sieging force. Of course, we've got a force then in the port. So quite clearly going to come and attack as well. So we might have 2 battles here, one after the other. We've also got that huge battle looming in the Eastern Front at St. Petersburg, where we've got that massive Russian force defending St. Petersburg. But we're also starting to build up our own forces now. We've established a bridgehead across the river, looking to really dig in there and just wait for the reinforcements to be moved up. The Marine Corps, of course, still replenishing, ready to move in. But let's focus on the task at hand here. Now, as you can see, we've got a good plethora of guns here. The fire support here is going to be crucial. Let's just put them here for the moment. Let's get all the gentlemen here, all the regiments on the parade ground here, so we've got a good grasp of what we've got available. We're just going to think we've got roughly about 10 regiments, if I'm not mistaken. but we'll soon find out whether that is correct or not. And we've got 2 here as well. As you can see, a lot of them are carrying a number of echelons here, which means they are veteran forces. I believe this army could have been the army that spearheaded the assault into the Middle East. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure, given the quality and the caliber of the reinforcement of the echelons and the experience here, I'm pretty sure these regiments did spearhead the assault into the Middle East. We've got this one here, so yes, we do have 10 regiments. But that's not bad at all here. We've got a good complement here of guns, and also we've got more howitzers right out here. I'm not sure why they're out here, but we've got 201 men here for 4 howitzers, which is a slightly overkill perhaps, but we've got General Roberts. Now General Roberts is a hugely experienced general, been with us since the very beginning, and as I said, probably the general that conquered the Middle East, with some other experienced generals as well. But what we'll do is, because when we started here, you can see they were facing this way, so we're quite clearly going to have an assault from this direction here, this arc here. What we might do is just put this cavalry around the corner here, as it were, waiting for them to come onto us. Now I know this might be a little bit strange, but if they come on down the flanks here, or if they're assaulting here and they are pushed away, we can then keep not only the cavalry safe, but unlock the sort of the flanks, as it were. Small hamlet here on the flanks, but the demarcation line is here. I don't think they'll come into this here, so we might be able to outflank them here, maybe even cut the road here. There's the road. Look at that in the distance here. There is Damascus in the distance. That is huge. Wow, that's a huge city. But that's our focus firmly up front in the centre. I think we'll use some of our least experienced forces here in the vanguard here of the defence. Let's maintain that discipline. That's more like it. I have the 76th Regiment. You can tell how old this army is. It's still got numbered regiments. So as you can imagine, that has been with us for a fair while. We've got this regiment here. Again, just maintaining our discipline here. We've got 3 regiments here. If we can keep some regiments in reserve, that would be especially a bonus for us. That looks good there. That's excellent. We've got this effectively covered here. I think we'll just cover this side here in its entirety. We'll just put another regiment here. If we pack the sides here with forces, let's put this regiment here as well on this flank. Gentlemen, please. We'll just leave them there for the moment. And we'll have another regiment here, just in case. We've got, I think, one more regiment probably on this flank here, as I said, just to keep us completely covered here. That's okay, they'll probably move into position here with the guns. We've got the guns here, as you can see, we've got plenty of cannon on the side here to give them a good volley. If we've got 2 regiments, we can pull back in reserve, which is always good to have, just in case. Gentlemen, let's not have any shenanigans here. Here, one on the left, one on the right. Now our guns, let's bring these guns to bear. Let's put them right up here. We've got that good arc of fire here. Let's bring them quick line, which has always been an absolute brute for us. And then we got these guns as well up front and centre. We'll let them have round shots to start with, but then we'll open up with the shrapnel shot, which can be an absolute devastating display when it's at full pelt. Again, I think we're pretty much secure here. We've got the cavalry to protect the the rear, as it were. Right, let's begin. Ah, as we suspected, look at that. Oh, gentle. Don't tell me I didn't unlimber. I'm a complete idiot. I've got these guns so compensating, look at that. We want to just march in here. We should oblige. Let's hit some of these houses if we can. That's more like it. Oh, no, that's more like it, sir. Let's give him a blast here. Good movement here. I'm not sure what that is. They are moving, but I'm not sure what their aim is here. They just seem to be. There's no hurry to them at all, which is absolutely fine by me. So we can pick them apart bit by bit here. I'm still unsure what they're doing here. Perhaps drill practice? And they just, yes, I'm not sure what happened with these musketeers at all, but we might be able to pick them off. Oh, that's more like it. Oh, that's a beautiful sight, it really is. I don't think these are firing at all. We do have a problem here. Where they're not firing at all. So we've got perhaps a little bit of a glitch here. That's absolutely fine. I don't think we'll sit on our laurels here. I think what we will do is we'll send out this force here to confront them head on. Let's try and provoke them here a little bit. Let's try and poke them here. Try and get a response out of them here, because they're trying to move around the side here. Wait for it, lads, wait for it. Looks like they're going to try and move against our cavalry here. We're in diamond formation. Oh, that is devastating. That's more like it. Now we're talking some shrapnel shots. Well done. Missing. Oh. Double time, gentlemen. Double time. Look at that. Look at that. They tried to move against our cavalry here. They've been picked apart here by the infantry on the... Reload, gentlemen, reload. Oh, look at that. Right. Oh, no, they missed by a country mile, that did then. Oh, it's a good volley right on them. We won't get involved yet. We're going to try and preserve our forces here. Oh, they've gone. Right, let's redirect our fire now. Just face them here, ready. They're coming for us again by the looks of it. You just want to poke the hornet's nest, as it were. They're on the diamond formation. Here they come. Oh, that's an excellent shot there, sir. Now, if we're in line here, see, we've got all this now coming on, so we should have effectively 3 to 4 regiments firing on these. We've drawn them into the trap here. Fire. Oh, that's an absolute bloodbath waiting to happen there. It really is. They've been eliminated. I'm going to fall back here. Just biding our time here. Discipline, my friends. Discipline. Firing, lads. Keep firing. Keep firing. Hold the line. Fire. Oh, look at that, right down the centre mass there. What a shot, sir. You really have absolutely just drawn them in here. Now they're just sort of doing that march there. We're just going to just bide our time. We're going to dismantle this flank here if we can. But what's going on here? They decided just to... I have no idea what they're doing here. For some reason just one of them is deciding to fire. They've broken against... That's a scandal. Yeah, we're just going to hold off on that there. They found their courage, which is always good to see. See those ranks firing. We'll flank them now with the cavalry. These guys are flanking now, destroy all these first flank here. Sort of bring it in now. That's more like it, sir. They found their courage. Why they broke like that? That was a scandal. What the blazes are you doing here? Back there. Follow your orders, gentlemen, please, or there will be court-martials, I can promise you. Oh, that's really amazing. Got them, got them. Here they come. Here they come. Let's just get in by here now, ready to strike the flanks. Oh, what a blistering shot. Redirect your fire. Redirect now. We're not going to be pulled up. Can we? Can we pull them onto the squares here? If we can pull these lancers onto the squares, that would be a boom. Oh, they took a real flanking shot there. Here they come. Let's give them some support. Fire support has been exemplary, sir. What the? We're going to systematically destroy these, just bit by bit, just taking them down here. Come on, gentlemen, let's have them shattered. We've broken this left flank here now. Careful management here, discipline and use of forces here. We've got two regiments that are effectively just sort of being used as bait. Bait those forces in. Oh, we want them shattered here. Come on. Yes. Right, put them to the sword now, lads. We can destroy these two regiments. We've still got camel. Still got camel shotgunners there, or gunners. They're both shattered now. Let's pull back. Let's just use these now. We can use. Actually. Here they come. Here they come. Let's prepare a surprise for them. Hit them in the flank, and hold them with this one, we'll hit them in the flank. Oh, they're shaking, they don't like it, look at that. Forgotten that flank, we've lost a few men here. Do some French and fire. Yeah, we lost quite a few here just by sat there. Oh, they've gone. They've both gone. Drats. Oh, that is a shame there, because we almost had them there. And these gentlemen here. Oh, they're shattered. They'll be back. But we should have some reserves coming in soon. Deal with that 24-pounder there. We have dismantled these gentlemen. Oh, that's more like it. Let's use the fire support to aid us here in trying to break this flank. It's because they got the sheer quantity of men they've got. That's the problem. We should have some more cuirassiers coming soon. They've got enough. Mind you, we've worked wonders here with these 2 regiments going out here. Hopefully this regiment will come back, but my goodness me, we took a beating there, didn't we? What laces are they up to? Here we go. Yes, additional cuirassiers, that's perfect, sir. Let's get them out. See if we can preserve this regiment. We'll bring in these cuirassiers here. Let's just move them into position. Hopefully this regiment will come back. If it does, we'll regroup. Looks like they're going to try and trap us down here. The cuirassiers should reach us in time. But gentlemen, double time! This is not a time to sit and meander and peruse. We're going to hold square, gentlemen, square. That's more like it. That's more like it. Here we go. Go square formation. Hold that square, gentlemen. Let's get some fire support on them. Let's get some fire support down here. Bang! Look at that. Straight into them. Hold that square. Hold that square. Oh, what a shot. Right down the flank of them. I like it. Got to use the resources we have. What the blazes is going on there? Shattered. We're going to move against them. We're going to push these men absolutely to their limit here. That's what they're here for, sir. These will take the initial hit, then we're going to bring these in to really deal them massive damage. We get rid of the general. Weaken them considerably, but look at this here, almost broken through here. Got to push these regiments, gentlemen. Good grief! Walking in a time like this, move! Yes, general's gone. Got the general just as we needed. Now we're in it. Now we're in it. No, no, gentlemen. That is the same that happens every time. We got them. Let's end this. We're going to charge them now. Let's charge. We've earned their stripes today. Look at that 4-inch lot here. And there as well. What the blazes? Look at that. That friendly fire absolutely destroyed us. We must have destroyed at least 40 of our own men there. That's okay. That's fine. Well, it's not okay, but we have not finished by any means. Send the Crassiers in here. Good grief, look at the battles here. These camel gunners are very good, fair play. Yeah, we got stuck in here. Let's see what they're made of. Damn, let's get them. Don't stand there, lads, move! Finish them off. It's more like it. Ah, now we're into them. Now we're into them. They're shattered. Let's deal with them. Get into them. Ooh. That's going to be a kick in the morning. That is good grief. They're putting up a heck of a fight here. Come on now, run them through, lads. Run them through. Ooh. Oh, good parry. Good parry. And again. Ooh. Run him through, run him through. He's had enough, he's had enough. Let's put these through. Let's put an end to these here as well. That regiment's gone. Let's shatter them. No, let's shatter them. We've got to shatter these. Let them fire. They're shattered. One more to do. One more. We've done it. We've done it. We've held. We've held. We've pushed them back with 2 regiments. And I would say 4 or 5 of... Oh, yes. Wow. Now that was a fight and a half. My goodness me. We lost 1,000 men though. Good grief. They lost almost everything. 729 left. Let's look at the statistics here. 292 kills by that line infantry there, out on the flanks, and that line infantry there. Look at the Crassiers, 264. That's a wonder. £24.28. I think they might have done a bit more damage than that, but got a couple of chevrons being upgraded. Look at that there, that line infantry. Wow, absolutely wonderful there. Well done, gentlemen. Well done. Wow, that was a tough fight. Can we replenish these? Look, 182,000. My goodness me. Let's see if we can replenish them in time. At least get some of these replenished here. The same here. Thankfully, we do still have one cuirassiers left here, but
Sir.
we were going to move these gentlemen over here as well, just to aid in the defence here. We don't want to leave these defences completely at the mercy here of the Persians. And that means we're going to start moving forces down the coast. Even if we've got a ship here. We do indeed. Let's put them here into the port.
Ship's orders.
Because we are at peace now with the Ottomans. I know the council wanted some additional forces to move against the remnants here, particularly here in Georgia. And they have, as you can see, surrounded us here. But we've still got a very good garrison here. Granted, the horse here isn't a full strength as it should be cuirassiers, but we've still got a good garrison here. Hopefully be able to hold them up. We're also at war with Dagestan as well. They're sending a force across. We're effectively surrounded, and we are outnumbered considerably, but we are not going to shirk. Look at that, we lost Baghdad as well, which is an absolute, that was a real stab in the heart, that was. They're starting to expand. We've got to halt them here. I think we will move this force down here the coast road, heading towards Beirut. Let's replenish that there. We'll start putting together a force from here. It's going to be moved into the Middle East. That includes the forces in... Is there anywhere else that needs to be replenished here? We've left or neglected in some way, or forgotten, dare I say. Doesn't look like. I wish they would get that repaired there, because that would really give us the option to trade with Greece. Now, these are the forces here that we are opting, or the council have said that should be sent to the Middle East. They're a very powerful force indeed.
Yes. Yes, sir.
As you can see here.
Yes.
And including this group here, very battle hardened. Some grenadiers involved, plenty of cannon. I think we might use this force to actually move against Persia, and effectively this will be our strike force against Persia. They've got 3 regions here, particularly Baghdad we want. Esfahan is their capital, and that would give us, or allow us to at least be on the board here with Afghanistan, which we're also at war at, but more importantly with the Mughal Empire, which really is the ultimate goal here. We do have Ceylon here under our control. What we will do is we'll start to move some additional forces into the region. And as you can see, we also got this
At the ready.
bridgehead here, which we've established.
Ready for order.
Now I think, the Marine Corps is ready, I do beg your pardon. We do need to deal with this force here, but I don't think Marine Corps should be tied down with dealing with the straggling armies. I think what we will do is we'll move up slightly nearer here.
March. At the ready. Ready for order. At the ready. Sir. Make ready your orders.
This really is there it is, General LNH as well. So we've got our powerful army group, as it were.
Yes.
Oh, look at that there, General Cromer as well. So we're moving these very powerful strike force. This is the battering ram, the tip of the spear here. What the blazes? Why isn't this at full strength, dare I say? What the blazes is going on there? What we'll do is we'll have a covering force which will move here to cover this flank.
Onward. Anything more? Yes.
I think we'll have this one going up here.
At the
Again,
ready.
there's a bridgehead we've established here.
Can't do that, General. March! Sir. Forward! March! Sir.
We're going to continue moving up here.
Troops! At the ready. Forward! I cannot do that.
That's a good army there. Okay, we're just going to deal with these stragglers. We've sort of formed this, as I said, a bridgehead here, but we've moved a very powerful shock army up here. Now the council did question the validity of having this army group here in case we entice the St. Petersburg forces out in attacking them there. They wouldn't be able to hold against this huge force here. So I think we are going to take the council's advice. We're going to pull back here just slightly away from this,
March!
just in case we get ourselves trapped there.
Your humble servant.
We can't really pull this one back very far, so we can't really evacuate too far. We'll just pull them back as far as we can.
March, sir.
Let's just pull. No, we can't.
Can't do it, sir.
We don't want to abandon them entirely. Got this force. I think we could probably pull this force away now from Estonia. This is a garrison force for Riga, but I think we can probably pull it away, move it into theatre here.
Onward. Awaiting further order.
We have got French forces here, but I would like to try and pull some more forces into battle here. Now they're replenishing. That was quite a battle there with the remaining Russian forces that were there. Ah, look at that. And again, the council calling on us to really reinforce
At the ready.
the line here with the Spanish, which we are going to do.
Sir.
Not at full strength there, but I'm just going to reinforce this section here in Hanover, which is pretty barren at the moment. We have got the Venetians here. What remains of look at that there in Milan. That's huge, but additional forces are going to have to move to the Spanish border. And I think we'll move this force up to here as well to Hanover to just increase that presence in Hanover. And we've got a lot of stragglers here, as it will. So some armies that really aren't at full strength. I think we'll pull these into here. Complete that force going along the river there. That's pretty secure here. And these are secure. That's excellent to see. As you can see, we deal with these, but we're just going to check. Can we check what's along here? We can't at the moment.
Unseen.
Aha!
How can I help? The night is my friend.
So there we have it. Some more additional forces in the forests. If we can deal with these stragglers here, that'll open up the ability then to wheel this army group here and head northwards. This is going to be a titanic battle. I cannot even begin to tell you, my friends, how much of a battle this is going to be for St. Petersburg. It's going to be a brute.
Sir.
Let's continue the recruitment here of additional forces, because we're going to need them. Let's be absolutely clear what we need here, particularly here on the Spanish front. That's that is I don't even know how we're going to deal with this here. We barely have enough to cover the front here along the sort of Netherlands, Rhineland, Strasbourg front, but goodness knows how we're going to move in enough forces to deal with to have Milan. Because if they unlock these and move through Venetian forces into Munich, we're going to have a real tough time to hold them. That means drawing forces away from Vienna. We've already earmarked these forces to be moved down into Croatia here, to be moved to the Middle East. So they are, without a shadow of a doubt, moved to the Middle East. We cannot have the Persians moving against us here. Not only is it tactically a problem for us, but sort of it gives the impression of we're weak, we're not going to do anything about it when we are. I wonder if we could build a second fortification here around Zagreb, just in case the Venetians come for us here and try to take Zagreb here. We've got this force here, we're going to pull this one away from the front line here. We do have the naval forces here to deal with it. They'll be escorting that fleet of force there, but I think, my friends, we're going to end this episode here. I'm going to try and keep the episodes a little bit shorter than normal, my friends. I'm not going to be moving into sort of an hour if I can help it. Maybe 35 to 45 minutes would be the sort of the limit I will put on the unless you want to see more, of course. But at the moment, that's where we're going to leave it. This episode here, we've pushed back that initial assault by the Persians. We've got this force here, which is going to obviously moving against us, but we've got this moving down the coast road now. We'll also start moving these forces down in as well. And we've also got a very powerful army group, or two army groups, moving from Croatia. They'll be moving through the Mediterranean then, and landing here in Jerusalem, or landing straight in Syria. What we'll do then is we'll use these forces then to mass an attack, probably going straight across the Syrian desert, as it were, and moving against Baghdad. wrestling this from them, maybe even move some forces up to help here in Armenia, because that's quite a battle that's going to take place there. But my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I once again apologise for the lateness and for the length of time it's taken to upload and get this video up. I hope you can understand, my friends, things have been a little bit crazy of late. But there'll be plenty more to come, hopefully. There'll also be some introductions starting to come back. I do apologise as well for the lack of introduction. But of course, my editing suite decided to really pretty much collapse on me. So I've tried a new one, and I'm just getting to grips with it as well, learning what happening need to do to make sure that I do give the best quality I possibly can. But I hope you've enjoyed this, my friends. Of course, please keep your advice and your comments come down. And thank you all for your very kind words as well. Some very, very kind words coming in some of the comments as well. So that really is very much appreciated. But whatever you do, my friends, please be safe and take care of yourselves. But until next time, bye for now.